And now for the 2017 Kings County Chiefs Awards, presented by Operation Hood, helping our own develop.
Keeping it real with my heel, keeping it real. Keeping it real with my heel, keeping it real.
All right, well, real quick, man. Florida State, Auburn. I know this might not air before we go on the air before the game goes on, but your thoughts? You got a little nerves going into this game?
Nerves?
No, I'm just saying.
Prime ain't never nervous.
I mean, Auburn. I mean, it's an SEC team. Everybody's talking about.
Last time Prime, can I talk in the third person for a moment?
Go ahead.
Last time Prime played against Auburn, you know how the game ended?
I assume you won.
I assume I did more than that. This is about me.
You okay? About
I said Prime.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's about me.
What happened with Prime?
I picked the ball off to seal the game. Game over.
And now from Fox Sports, Mike Hill.
What's up, everybody? I'm Mike Hill from Fox and Fox Sports 1. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. I wish I could be there with you guys tonight for the Kings County Chiefs Awards banquet for the 2017 season. I know you had a great season. I know it didn't turn out quite the way you expected with that championship, but you're all champions in my heart once again. And hopefully you got a sense of family and unity this past season and got a chance to be together and learn from one another and learn what being a team is all about. So, you know what? The thing is, even though it didn't end in the championship, you got a chance to be around one another, and being a part of a team is something that's so special and so important to everybody, from not only the players on the team, but from the parents, the coaches, and everybody that's involved. So once again, I wish I could be there with you guys tonight, but I'm there with you in spirit. I want you guys to have a wonderful, enjoyable time. Now let's win some awards. Who's gonna be the MVP? Who's gonna be the most improved player? Who's gonna be the one with the most spirit? Let's find out right now. It's time for your award show. Let's do it.
The event that celebrates the Kings County Chiefs, celebrating excellence and on-field achievements. Special guest appearances by Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams, Derek Latif Scott of Operation Hood, Brandon Steiner of Steiner Sports, with performances by Drew So Wavy, Rhythm City, and Domo. The Kings County Chiefs Awards 2017, hosted by Jaden and Star. Live from the Leon M. Goldstein Theater. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of our own, Evie Best, and her dance troupe, PYNQ.
Yo, what some boy feel like? Them know so when them see me sail at 5 Scar tell them career no start well. Gunshots send them to hell. 45 Huskel.
Bad man, them no want me shoot bad man. Tell them be one that man. If them boy play bad man, smash the place, 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 smash the place. What them do, them road bad girl. Them get sacked, them play bad girl. But to drop them not bad girl. When them tap them, pop bad girl. Knock them out, 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 knock them out. Drums!
Spinning on his record, baby. Rocket with it on the brown. Gonna get like this, I can't be around you. Too little
them down tonight. 'Cause I can into things that I'm gon' do. Wow, 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 thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. Wait. When I'm with you, wow, 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 with you, wow, 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 with you, wow, 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 with you, wow, wow, with you, wow, with you, wow, with you, wow, with you, when I'm with you, do it, wow, wow, with you, wow, wow, with you, wow, with you, wow, pop it, wow, with
Disco.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's host from the Chiefs Broadcast Journalism Program and this season's host of Tomahawk Talk, Kings County Chiefs Weekly, Jaden and Star. And now, your 2017 Kings County Chiefs and Chiefettes. Let's give our Chiefs a hand.
Wow, that was so cool, right? Juice Wavy rocks. Welcome to the 2017 Kings County Chiefs Youth Football Awards. We're your hosts, Jaden and Star. Will the Kings County Chiefs players and coaches please stand?
The Kings County Chiefs would like to take a moment to express our gratitude and thank those who have supported our free program in 2017. Derek Latif Scott and Operation Hood. Brooklyn Borough President, Eric Adams. Brandon Steiner and Steiner Sports Memorabilia. Shut Sports. Doug Douglas and Douglas Pads. Red Zone Reconditioning. And Grady High School for their unwavering support of our free youth program. The Kings County Chiefs thank you for your time, resources, access, and financial support of the Kings County Chiefs. Let's all please stand and give all of our supporters a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kings County Chiefettes Cheerleader Coordinator, Zuma Vargas.
Good afternoon, guys. How are you? Okay, so I need my chiefettes up here. Say hello, guys. Hi. How you guys doing? All right, so these girls did a fabulous job this year, okay? So we want to give you guys awards. Okay, Star, for you. Okay. Yes. Wait, not yet. Okay, and we got Jaden. Congratulations. For Shania, right? Shania, here you go. Congratulations, you guys did a very great job. Hand of applause. And we also have one for Evilise because she helped me out a lot this year, but she's getting dressed in the back, so I'll let her get her award later, okay?
Thank you, Zuma, for giving this reward. You were a great cheerleading coach for us. And we have a thank you for this opportunity.
Aw, thank you guys.
And now for the 2017 Coaches Award.
Please welcome Kings County Chiefs head coach Flash Russo and defensive coordinator Dion's Best and offenses line coach James Perez.
How y'all doing today? Sorry, I can't stand up a little bit better. This award is the only award of the night that's not voted on by the players, and I apologize for not having on a suit. I was so busy trying to get things together, I didn't get to put my suit on, and it's sitting in the back. I didn't even realize it until just now. But listen, this is a player that is dedicated, committed. You know, no matter what we ask them, they do it. You know, it's a kid that may not be an MVP, but it's a kid who has the heart of an MVP. So our 2017 Coaches Award, the winner is, let's see what happens. Julian.
Hello. This team really meant like a lot to me, and I'm proud that I was like part of it. But why are you laughing? I'll let you go. Come on. All I really have to say is that like this team really meant a lot to me, and I'm really glad that I was part of it. And I feel very bad that I won't be part of it like next season. But I really wish you guys luck.
I really like to thank the coaches and my teammates for pushing me this far, and thank you for this trophy.
And now for the Sportsman of the Year. The finalists for Sportsman of the Year are at linebacker, Aiden. Also at linebacker, Omar. And at center, Thomas. In our younger division, our finalists are at running back, Flash. At defensive tackle, Ryan. And at defensive back, Davion.
And the winner is Aiden.
Okay, so first off, I really wasn't gonna write this speech, but my mom encouraged me to write it. The first person I'd like to thank is my mom for bringing me to all my games and practices. Thanks, Mom. Love you. When I first came onto the team, I thought I would never make the cut, and here I am standing on this podium accepting this award, so thank you. I like to take the time out and thank some people. Coach Flesh, where do I even begin? You were definitely the hardest on me in the beginning, and I thought maybe you weren't crazy about me or I didn't belong. And I thought I couldn't keep up.
Then I realized you're actually a big teddy bear, and you really do care about each and every one of the boys on this team. You believed in me and knew I can do it, and you worked hard. I am no longer afraid of you. I actually admire you for your hard work, dedication, commitment, love, and the fact that you put your heart and soul into this team. Thank you. Next, I'd like to thank Coach D. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. From the very first day that I walked on this field, you were constantly riding in my ear what I was capable of doing, no matter what my size is. You made me feel like I belonged in this team as much as any other player. You boost my confidence and make me want to work harder. Thank you, Coach D, for believing in me. Next is Coach J. You may have come a little later in the season, but I'm very glad you did. Practices with you were definitely not easy, but it's when I found my strength and capability, you constantly would call my name and make me want it even more. Make me work harder and believe that I'm just as good and as big, not by the eye, but by the heart, as anyone else on this team. Thank you. And to my teammates, my brothers, thank you to everyone who voted for me. It only makes me believe even more that I should be a part of this team and this band of brothers. There's nowhere else I'd rather be training with you guys and spending a few days a week, spending hours on the field, maybe even acting crazy and messing around and getting in trouble for it. We share anger sometimes, and we also shared many laughs. So a special thanks to my boys, my teammates, the Chiefs.
Christ. All right. I just want to say thank you to everybody for giving me this award and voting for me. My coach, my parents, my family, my team. You guys pushed me to the limits and improved me from the days I was playing backwards to Jakai and now. Thank you for this award.
And our next award is
The
Special Teams Player of the Year.
The finalists for Special Teams Player of the Year are Luciano, Omar, and Damien. In our younger division, our finalists are Johnny, Xavier, and Francisco.
And the winner is Our 10U winner is Johnny.
Thank you. I would like to thank my coaches and my teammates because without them, I wouldn't be getting this award. So thank you.
I would like to thank my parents for bringing me to practice every day. And I'd like to thank my brothers and players for voting for me and my coaches for pushing me this far. That's it.
Our next award is Defensive Back of the Year.
The finalists for Defensive Back of the Year are Jada, Naeem, and Judah. In our younger division, our finalists are Francisco, Solomon, and Malik.
And the winner is Judah. And our 10U winner is Malik.
I am so honored to receive this award today. I enjoy playing with you, the Kings County Chiefs, and I have learned so much from the coaches and my teammates. Thank you, Coach Flash, for the opportunity of playing on your team.
All I want to say is thank you for the coaches and my teammates for pushing me harder just to play, and yeah.
Our next award is Wide Receiver of the Year.
The finalists for Receiver of the Year are Sammy, Naeem, and Kasim. In our younger division, our finalists are Francisco, Solomon, and Malik.
And the winner is Kasim.
And our 10U winner is
I would like to thank everybody that voted for me and my brothers and my coaches for this award, and thank you.
I would like to thank everybody that came out today, and my coaches and my teammates and my parents. Thank you.
Our next award is Linebacker of the Year.
The finalists for Linebacker of the Year are Dimitri, Zenobi, and Eric. In our younger division, our finalists are Malik, Xavier, and Ryan.
And the winner is Zenobi.
And our 10U winner is
I wasn't expecting this. Okay. I would like to thank my coaches and my team for voting for me to get this award.
I would like to thank my teammates and my coaches for helping me get this award.
Our next award is Running Back of the Year.
The finalists for Running Back of the Year are Tony, DJ, and Judah. In our younger division, our finalists are David, Jaquel, and Flash.
And the winner is Tony. And our 10U winner is Flash.
I want to thank my mom and dad for making this happen, and I want to thank all the people that voted for me.
I like to thank my mom and dad for bringing me to practice every day, and I like to thank my coaches for pushing me.
Our next award is lineman.
The finalists for Lineman of the Year are Luca, Edwin, and Thomas. In our younger division, our finalists are Sonny, Nassim, and Johnny.
And the winner is Luca. And our 10U winner is Nassim.
I want to thank my parents for helping me be better. And I want to thank my coaches for pushing me when I had hard practices. And I want to thank my teammates for pushing me every single practice and game to be better.
Well, I just want to thank my coaches for pushing me to my limits and making me better every day. I want to thank the players for showing up and playing, you know. I like to thank my parents for driving me every day to practice, and yeah.
Are you guys excited to be here? All right, I'm excited to be here too. So, now to present our next award is me, D to the O to the M to the O. So our next award is Offensive Player of the Year.
The finalists for Offensive Player of the Year are at wide receiver, Naeem, also at wide receiver, Sammy, and at running back, DJ. In our younger division, our finalists are at wide receiver running back, David, at running back, Jaquel, and at wide receiver quarterback, Solomon.
And the winner is Naeem! And our 10U winner is Jacquel.
I would like to thank the coaches and my parents to let me play football and give me the opportunity to play. Thank you.
Well, this was very unexpected because there was a lot of great players. There's a lot of great players on this team. And most of all, I'd like to thank all the parents and coaches because without them, we couldn't be able to make this team and get our friends and brothers to practice.
Our next award is Defensive Player of the Year.
The finalists for Defensive Player of the Year are in our younger division. They are at defensive end, David, at linebacker, Malik, and also at linebacker, Ryan.
And the winner is Here is to present our next award is Latif Scott of Operation Hood.
Good afternoon. I want to first give everyone a round of applause because you're all are winners. A little brief history about Operation Hood. We're a cure violence program located 1618 Mermaid between West 17th and West 16th Street. Our focus is geared toward changing the mindset of gun violence. Gun violence is real, as bullying is real. The trigger is pulled before the trigger is pulled. And what coincides with football is that I have a team as well, a team of staff members that together we can accomplish more. As a team of you guys, together you accomplished the inevitable, that you can come together in places like these and on the field and make a difference. I was thinking about Harold Melvin in the Blue Notes this morning when Harold Melvin said, "Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed, no more backwards thinking, it's time for thinking ahead." The children are the ones who's growing up, and the world is in your hands, children. So we have to teach you, not by lip profession, but by our actions, because the children aren't looking at what we're talking about. They're looking at our actions. I'm talking to the parents, I'm talking to the coaches, I'm talking to the teachers, I'm talking to those of us who call ourselves adults. We teach by the ways we walk, not so much by the way we talk. They follow in our footsteps. And again, I want to thank first and foremost Flash for this opportunity, because this is an opportunity for me, because in my heart and in my eyes, you all are winners. I want to thank my wife for the opportunity of putting me here, Stacy Smith Scott. You know, these moments is golden for our children. And let's envelope ourselves into this matter, and let's move ahead. And let's get to the Rookie of the Year.
The finalists for Rookie of the Year, presented by Operation Hood, are at running back, DJ, also at running back, Judah, and at quarterback, Havis. In our younger division, our finalists are at quarterback tight end, JJ, at wide receiver linebacker, Francisco, and at offensive lineman, Nassim.
And the winner is DJ.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody in my family, like my brother, Damien, and my mom and dad for pushing me and making my day better always. I'd also like to thank my teammates because they helped me and make me better. Because when I first joined this team, I didn't think of much until towards the ending of the year when I finally knew the meaning of friendship and dedication and hard work.
Yo, annoying. Shut up. Annoying. First, I'd like to thank God, to bring this. Thank God, for bringing us here, safety, and, then my teammates, my family members, the coaches, the staff, everybody, thank you, Thank you.
And now, the Russo family for the annual presentation of the Big Buck Award.
Our grandfather passed long before we were born.
So we never had the honor of meeting him.
We hear our dad speak of how great of a father and man he was. And as a member of the NFL Hall of Fame, Granddad was an amazing football player too.
For those that don't know who he is, here's a short video of him. Big Buck Buchanan.
Pop, go Chiefs!
Out of every player I ever played against, he was the most feared because he brought everything to the table. He was 6'8", he was 300 pounds, he was quick, he was strong, he was fast, he was dominating. And if you were not prepared to deal with that, it would be a long, long Sunday afternoon.
People were aware that there were a lot of good football players coming out of schools like Grambling, but no one had taken a small college player as the top player in the draft.
No one had ever achieved that before. And all the eyes were on him the next year to see what kind of ability he had, what kind of football player he would be. He came up big. He came up big for everybody that ever played at a small African-American college.
Buck Buchanan really kind of revolutionized the play of defensive tackles in the professional football. In the early days, the tackles were the run stoppers and the ends were the pass rushers. Well, Buck was 6'7" and weighed 300 pounds. He had a wingspan of about 7'47". As a result, offensive linemen had a terrible time trying to block him.
The story goes that Al Davis drafted Gene Upsaw just so we could find somebody to block Buck Buchanan because we could never block him. I remember Gene coming back in a huddle, always saying, don't say nothing about Buck out there. He says, because I won't be able to control him. Don't ruffle his feathers.
The first game I played in for the Raiders was against Buck Buchanan, and he killed me. I mean, I don't know how I ever survived it. I mean, he just ate me up. And I never will forget coming out of that game and saying, my job for the rest of my career is to block this guy. I think the Raiders drafted the wrong player.
We were playing the Kansas City Chiefs, and I made an off-tackle cut, and I faked Marvin right out of his pants, and I ran down the field about 18 yards, and it was tackled down there, and Marvin came and dove on me to try to injure me purposely. And all I can remember was Buck grabbing this big defensive tackle by the back of his neck and holding him up off the ground. I'm still lying on the ground and I could see this. And he's saying, hey, you don't do that to this guy. He's one of us, and dang it, you should have got him up there. You don't come down and try and hurt him. I don't ever want to see you do that again. And I'm laying on the ground and I heard that. And I'm saying, wow.
Please welcome Buck Buchanan.
I sincerely hope
even in his final days. Papa Rock's thoughts, cares, and concerns were for others.
To the young people of all walks of life, may I say, never give up your hopes and dreams of success. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You can beat the world, you can beat the war, you can talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you gon' find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame.
The finalists for the 2017 Big Buck Award are Sammy, Zenobi, and Luca.
And the winner is
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's well. First and foremost, I want to thank Coach Flash, the kids, and Millie, everything they've done for us. I want to thank the parents, the players. You know, it's a big honor to have this award, especially the meaning of it. Thank you, everybody. Go Chiefs.
Here to present the Eric Adams Most Valuable Player Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brooklyn Borough President, Eric Adams.
Thank you. I remember when I was a child playing football, and at 15, I was arrested, my brother and I, and the coach coming and talking to us and saying, you have to make up your mind what field you want to be on. And the power of the coach who believed in us meant so much to me. I decided then that I wanted to be on the right field. And so the coach, been with me throughout my entire life. He saw me as a little boy break the law, then become a cop, enforce the law, and then go to Albany to write the law. Don't ever give up on these kids. Don't ever give up. And watching these young men stand here poised and articulate and talk about thanking the people around them and understanding that it's about a team coming together to reach the goals we want. If they can occupy the most valuable player on a football field than it can do in corporate America field. They can accomplish great things if we give them an opportunity. If they have a football in their hand, they won't have a gun in their hand. If they wear the jersey of the same team, they won't wear gang uniforms of a different team. It's about putting our young people in the right direction. Channel 4, 5, 7, 9, and 11 need to be here to see what our young men are doing and what they're becoming because you are showing them what they are made of. And so I'm happy that not only am I here talking the talk, but as I said, I'm going to walk the walk and give you $5,000, contribute to this organization to make it happen. Flash and his family, his beautiful family, you just saw the love of them as they surrounded their dad and they kissed and hugged him. He personifies what manhood and fatherhood is about. And it is our Me Too moment. Me Too, I want to do the things that are right. I want to make sure our young people grow up to be strong and tall.
and fulfilled their mission. Nothing personifies it more than football. Football teaches you discipline. It teaches you how to play with pain and understand there are good days and bad days. There are days you will make the tackle and miss the tackle. There are days when you're going to be hurt and discomfort, but you have to get up, brush yourself up, and move to the next line and make that next first down, that next goal, that next run. That's what these young people are going to learn no matter what field of occupation they go into. If it's an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, pediatrician, a politician, they're going to have to feel what it is and what it feels like to be in pain, but still move forward no matter what. And that's what you are giving them today as you plant in them what it is to be part of a team, a winning team. And so to those who won the trophies, congratulations. For those who are runner-up, you have the future ahead of you of next year, next moment, and next time. It's your opportunity. And to the parents, I cannot thank you enough. I see in these young men who came up to the stage what you have poured into them. And these are going to be great children and great leaders. And I know sometimes the question mark lingers over our country and we ask what our future looks like. But today, that question mark has been straightened to an exclamation point. We look damn fine. We look fine. And so the winner of the Eric Adams Hero Award, and I'm going to need one of you young ladies to read for me because I don't have my glasses. Okay?
The finalists for the Eric Adams Most Valuable Player Award are at quarterback, Havis, at wide receiver, Sammy, and at running back, DJ. In our younger division, our finalists are at wide receiver running back, David, at quarterback tight end, JJ, and at quarterback wide receiver, Solomon.
And the winner is...
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome William Grady High School head football coach, Andrew Joshin.
I don't know if I can follow up Mr. Adams' speech. I got a little teary. It's terrible. How are you doing, everyone? Good. I'm a little nervous. I'll be honest with you. I've been speaking in front of a lot of people, and I'm very nervous. But I can't tell you how humble and privileged I was when Flash asked me to come up here and say a few words. And usually the players will sit with the parents. But when you guys get home, you gotta really thank them, because they're the ones who bring you here and bring you up, like Mr. Adams said, much more eloquent than I can ever put it, that you guys are really the future. And that's why I've been teaching in Brooklyn for 20 years, and I've been coaching in Brooklyn for 20 years, because I know that football and the kids in Brooklyn, I was born in Brooklyn, Wyckoff Hospital's not there anymore, but, that's where I was born. And I feel it's very important for you guys to do this. So when you guys get home, you got to thank them, because they're the ones who bring you, support you, buy you that mouthpiece that's $60 at Modell's, that, why can't we get the $5 mouthpiece? And when you guys don't want to go, They bring you. Now you guys, I know that never happens, but you know when they don't want to go and you throw them into the car and say we're going to get ice cream, and then you send them, and then you end up at the field. I just wanted to tell you just a quick history about how the Chiefs came to Grady. I got a call about a year ago, and this guy gets on the phone, and he's like, you know, Coach, I need to speak to you. We need a field and this and that. I said, all right, who are you, man? Like, what's going on? And he said, well, all right, my name is Flash. We got this, Chiefs and this and that. And honestly, we get a lot of these calls. People need to use the field. So I said, okay, Coach, no problem. I'll meet you. When do you want to meet? Oh, I'm coming up the ramp to your office. So he's walking up the ramp, and he comes to the office. So myself and Coach Flash sat down, and we talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about this much football, but the thing that turned me on to him, or turned me into his favor, is that we talked a lot about life and development of a program. It wasn't about, we could do X's and O's for days. I could do that for hours and hours. Anybody wants to do X's and O's, every offense, every defense, specials, we could do that. But I like the fact that it was more about an organization and building young men and even the cheerleaders. And when I came to a game, Flash puts on no show like anyone else, okay? The coaches are involved, everybody's involved. Everybody, from the hot dog guy to the guy calling the plays. You know what I'm talking about, right? And let me get that, I want that extra crispy burger again next time, 'cause that was on track, man, all right? So after we talked, Flash started to kind of get the runaround. And I walked into the office to our AD and the principal, and I said, I spoke to this guy, and I looked into his heart, and I see what he's about. And I spoke to him, and I know what he's about. And I know he's not full of it, because I've been around people who are full of it. And those are the people you don't want to be around. So I said, we need to get the Chiefs a home. We need to get them somewhere to play. We need to get them somewhere that they can practice, they can play, and they can feel loved and welcome. And that's the way I wanted you guys there. And this is why I wanted this organization here. And I'm proud that you guys are here. Especially if we don't do well, I can come outside and cheer for you guys, and there's no stress on my end, so it's great. But I knew there was no way that Flash was going to go out without getting this, because I don't know, coaches, you right? Come on, dude, come on, dude. I get that, and once Flash starts doing that, he's like a pit bull. He doesn't let go. I just want to kind of talk about football for 1 second. All right, maybe you guys don't know, but now with the internet, you can find out this stuff. Football is the greatest sport on earth, and I don't care what anybody says. You could argue with me all day, and I will argue the point. The fact that football transcends everything. You guys will remember the guys you play with. There's some best mans in here, godfathers, and just guys that are gonna hang with you for the rest of your life. Football took out racism in the Deep South. Football was one of the first sports that actually integrated with players of color. And that's not a big feat. I mean, now we look at it and, you can't think back a few years. There were no things. Alabama was the last college to be integrated, and they actually integrated. And that is because of football. It wasn't basketball, it was football. And that is a big thing, especially in the Deep South. It is the truest team sport that you can play. In basketball, if you can't shoot, you can't play. If you're on soccer, you don't have the endurance, and you can't dribble, you ain't playing. If you're 300 pounds, we have a spot for you on football. If you are 100 pounds and you can't catch, I have a position for you. If you can't do anything but kick, we got a position for you. Football is the truest meaning of team sport, because there is no other sport where 11 men get together and accomplish a goal. It's one heartbeat, one soul, and that's the most important thing. So whatever skill set you have, football has it. I'm going to go quick, because I know fast speeches make fast friends. So I just want to tell you that as far as William E. Grady, I'm very proud of the tradition that we have there. I've been at Grady for 18 years, and I started the program 15 years ago. In that time, we've made 11 playoff runs. We made one undefeated season, 2 championship runs, winning 1 championship, and I'm very proud of that. But the thing I'm most proud of is when these young men come back to visit, and they come back to visit a lot, and now with Facebook and everything, I get phone calls. I have a lot of men who are doctors, lawyers, teachers, and because we're a trade school, these guys are pioneers in their industry. One of my players who I'm very close with, he is the head mechanic who teaches the mechanics of Toyota. He is the top guy there. And I love to say that we actually have one guy who's 24 years old and he's a millionaire now. He just went out and did that. And the one true factor that they always come back and say to me is that everything that I have applied and everything that I've used in my life was because of football. And they always thank me for it. And I get choked up, and I love that. And that's the most important thing. So you guys know that what you're doing now is very special, you know. And I hope I followed Mr. Adams pretty good, because that was some speech. But thank you. I'm going to make a quick sales pitch. I would love to see you guys all stay together and play on the same field. I love you guys to be in a Grady uniform and help me win the next championship. That wasn't too brash, was it? Okay. Okay. But just in conclusion, I'd love to say that you know, this is the greatest time of your life, and it's the greatest sport in the world. You know, thank you for letting me stay here. Thank you for doing it. I'm not that eloquent, but you know, I try. I just speak from the heart, and that usually helps. You know, and I try not to say any bad words. So, you know, thank you very much for letting me be here. Congratulations to all the to the two winners. And I just have one more presentation. Ready? Where's my bag? Right there. We've actually have our first chief coming to Grady. Is our MVP, Mr. Havis. This is my player now.
I would like to thank Coach Joshua for what he just did and presenting me with this hat and jersey. Thank you.
You're welcome.
First and foremost, I want to thank God, because without him, none of this would be possible. Secondly, I would like to thank my mom for being my biggest cheerleader and always supporting me through good times and bad. Love you, Mom. I'd also like to thank my dad for always pushing me to work hard. I want to thank all my teammates for voting for me for this award and also for working hard with me on the football field this season. It was an honor to play alongside you guys and girls this season. Next, I want to thank our Borough President, Eric Adams, for being here at our awards ceremony and presenting me with this award. Thank you. Next, I want to thank Coach Joshin, head coach for Grady High School. I really appreciate you being here tonight. I look forward to spending the next 4 years at Grady High School and obtaining my high school diploma, and also winning a few championships with the Falcons. And then moving on to college to continue my education, earn my degree, and hopefully continue to play football. I want to thank the Kings County Chiefs coaching staff. I want to thank Coach D for all that he taught me on defense, even though I only got to play defense a few times. Thanks for keeping me focused, Coach D. Last but not least, I want to thank Coach Flash. Most people don't realize how much work Coach Flash put into me. I was coming up to Grady 5 times a week so that I can learn about what it takes being a successful quarterback. Thank you so much, for Coach Flash, for all that you taught me this season. And I look forward to learning more from you in the future. Thanks, everyone.
I want to thank my mother, family, coaches, and my teammates. All of these people have helped me
mentally and physically. And I just want to say thank you to all of you guys for being here.
And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. From NBC's acclaimed hit show, The Voice. From MTV's hit show, America's Best Dance Crew. Please stand, dance, and welcome recording artist Domo, featuring Rhythm City.
Rhythm City.
Break it up, break it down, bag it up, put it up, bag it up, bag it up, bag it up, break it up, break it up, break it up, bag it up, bag it up, bag it up, bag it up. Yeah. Hey, you get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight off the lot, 300 cash, and the car came with a blunt in it. Lil' mama a thot, and she gon' f a bag. Pull up to the spot, living too fast, dropping the dope in the stash. In Italy, got too far, they DM me. Draw at the top, it's cold, but you feel the heat. Be real with me, keep it 100, just be real with me. Eat it up like it's a feast. They say the dope on fleek.
So right now, I'm currently taking self-defense class. My teacher just taught me how to take a gun out of somebody's hand. Like, if somebody points a gun at me like this, I'm trained to grab your wrist, bend it, take the gun, point it right back at you. I do it all the time in class. I'm the best. He's like, you sure? I said, trust me, I'm sure. This guy comes from behind the car. He ducked down. He had a gun. He was like, everybody get naked. I'm standing there. I'm looking at him. I'm even laughing a little bit, because in my mind, I'm like, you don't even know what I'm trained to do. Like, that's what I'm thinking, right? So he got mad. He said, you think it's a game? Run it.
Ride with the mob, Alhamdulillah. Check in with me and do your job. Herb is the name, Ben Baller did the chain. Torno for the watch, Prezi plain Jane. Yamagini chain, rest in peace to my superior. Hermes Linka feed a village in Liberia. TMZ taking pictures causing my hysteria. Mama see me on BT and start tearing up. I'ma start killing niggas, how you get that tripe? I attended Harlem picnics where you risk your life. Uncle uncle used to skim work, selling nicks at night. I was only 8 years old, watching Nick at night. Uncles ride with the mob, hum through our law. Check in with me and do your job. Berg is the name, Ben Baller did the chain. Tono for the watch, Prezi plain Jane. Ride with the mob, hum through our law. Check in with me and do your job. Berg is the name, Ben Baller did the chain. Tono for the watch, Prezi plain Jane.
Break, concentrate, I perform product case, Hillary, rock a lace, the move by the ace, the gold, drive a raid, get some money, put the rollie, patty face, my career taking off, he's jogging in place, where these hoes on their mouth, are these out of shape, can you stop with all the subs? I ain't Jerry, if you really want some smoke, you can pull up, you can get it, grab a hand, pull up braids, make it, put a white boy on the song, I might turn GECL, keep it G, from the go to the end, from the start, you know me, Cardi B, popping on the charts.
If I hit it one time, I'm a piper. If I hit it 2 times, then I like her. If I 3 times, I'm a wifer. It ain't safe for the black or the white girl. It ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe. Tell your man pipe up. And advance from the safe in your face when you say money dance, turn it into a nightclub.
Are y'all ready for Domo? Let me hear y'all make some noise. Yeah.
When I say da, y'all say mo, da, say da, mo, yes. My name is Domo, D to the O to the M to the O.
She's dynamic. Y'all didn't see the choreography. I mean, like your whole industry.
Dominique, it's funny because when you're in the crew, sometimes you get kind of covered up and you get smothered. You represent it. I'm so glad they let you shine because you're very talented, very beautiful. They put you on the spotlight. You kick butt on top of that. You know what I'm saying?
So singing your main passion?
Singing and dancing.
But you look a real dancer.
Yeah,
You've toured around dancing?
Yeah, I've actually been singing and dancing since the age of 3.
Give it up, ladies and gentlemen.
almost